Welcome back to Technique Critiques. I'm Brian from Big Ben Strength. We're going to be taking a look at Chris's PR 205 pound, 93 kilo snatch. Chris is one of the newer lifters on our team. He's 17, I believe, 16 or 17. And he is just getting started in his Olympic weightlifting journey. So I'm excited to watch him compete. Let's go and take a look at this lift here. Strong, raw lift. Let's break it down here. So in his setup position, I'm never a huge fan of this way to set up, but some people like it. You could tell he probably watches a lot of Klokov and Chinese weightlifters dropping his hips that low and then starting. But he does it. TJ also does it, and they both say that they like it because it allows them to feel the push through the ground a little bit more. So if it works for you, it works for you. Now here's the biggest difference here. His setup position, normally what we're looking for is hips above the knees, but this actually works a lot better for him. His shoulders are in front of the bar. His shoulders are above his hips, which are good. But looks like due to some proportions, he may actually be a stronger athlete with his hips level with his knees in the setup position as opposed to above. And he manages to pull and not lose his torso position at all, which is fantastic. Gets his knees out of the way. He's getting that bar into his hips. Still keeping his feet down, which is very nice. That's good. Finishes the pull. Look at that, dude. That was beautiful lift. Now, let's see. It does look like there's a slight jump forward, but nothing significant. We could probably use with keeping that bar a little bit closer in the turnover. So driving those elbows up a little bit higher. He starts to turn over here. And I'd like to see him just pull himself down a little bit more before he's still really doing a pretty good job of it. Could just eke out a little bit more range of motion and then getting those elbows up. Now here's where I would like to see him do a little bit better, because his pull is pretty damn near fantastic. If we take a look at it though, full speed, he kind of crashes with the bar, but it's shoulder crash. It's not elbow crash. It's not technically any breaking any regulations or rules for USA weightlifting, but he is a little bit soft in the shoulders, and that bar's crashing down on him because of it. So I'd like to see him try to pull under and punch into the bar a little bit harder, as opposed to falling under and just reacting to it. That'd be the biggest thing. Let's take a look at that again. And because he's got that crash, he saves this lift pretty good by kind of leaning his head forward and getting a little bit more of his chest to do a lot of the work. But I'd like to see him punch, stop, and then stand up. Right? And usually that'll come with being a little bit faster under the bar, really trying to work in that speed and punching the bar and not letting it take you down or push your shoulders down, because that'll make for one, soft shoulders. It's just not as strong. It's not as consistent, but it can also lead to pressing out on the elbow too, which would take the lift away. So that would be the biggest thing. Just got to be a little bit faster under that bar and a little bit faster to stop the bar. That's the main thing there. And that pretty much wraps up this technique critique. Pull looked really good. Maybe finish with the elbows a little bit more and stop the bar. So that your shoulders don't buckle. And that's it. All right, guys. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.